Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about to the another real-time scenario. So, how to call the flows from the related list button. So, usually we are calling from the related list buttons, right? Calling to the any we are redirecting to some other pages, right? So, but today we are going to discuss to the how to call a flow from the related list button. Let's see the how we are going to implement that is. So initially I am going to create the one flow quickly. So come to the flows, click onto the flow. So I'm just creating a simple flow now. So creating the one screen flow, click on create. So taking the one screen here. So this is the just I'm giving to the here flows from related list. Just I'm taking this is so in this just I'm display the some message, display text. That's it only. I'm not writing any logic here. So here display message. So hi flow calling from related list. Related list button. Okay, we are calling from the flow from the related list button. That's it. I'm writing this something this bold something color. I'm adding to the here and font size just I'm increasing to the 16. That's it. Okay, just I'm writing this is a high flow calling from the related list from the related list. Okay, so this is the message we are displaying it in this. That's it only. Okay, save. Now we have to save this flow related list. I'm just taking to the this one naming of the flow name. So save and let's activate this. So when we are executing, just it is displayed by the message only, just debugging to that is. So run. So flow, this is the here. Okay, so now let's come to the here. We can rename to this flow related list. So let's save this. Already we have, right? So just activate this. Now come to the here. So for example, I'm going to take by the account object. So in the account object, we have the contact or opportunity or cases. These are all the related list. So our requirement is this. So now here we go to the one of the account record. So here in the contacts, here I want to click to the button. It's need to open by the our flow. Usually click to the like this now pop-up will be the appear like this, right? Like this pop-up will be the appear and we need to execute it by the our flow logic. Need to execute our flows logic. Okay. So let's see how we are going to create that. So first step, you have to clearly observe here. First step, we need to create the one quick action button in the account object. In which object related list we need to create the list button. In that object, we need to create the one quick action button. So go to the here, click on to the edit. clearly observe in the account related list we need to display now. So that's why I am going to create the one quick action button into the in the account object. So click on to the quick action, click on to the new. For the URL purpose, we are not using this one any. So let's see. So here we are calling to the flow. In this flow, we are calling the flow related list. Okay. So here flow related list. I am giving to the same name. So click on save. Okay. Now we are created the flow. Now, sorry, action. Now we created the action in the account object. In the account object, right? We need to the related list. So let's add the, any one of the page layout. Go to the account page layout. So lightning actions. So flow related. So click on save. So now back to the here. These are all needed for the URL capturing purpose. So let's see. Just we have the capture for the one URL. Directly we can't able to call the flow from the related list button. We can't directly call the related list button. That's why first we have to create it by the one quick action button. Click to the this one flow related list. So now here this is the our URL. Okay, so you have to grab the URL here, copy, take the notepad. This is the important. It is open to the our flow. Just to copy to this. So here this is the total URL, right? So better to take the notepad. So you can remove the base URL from here. No need to require this. So from the lightning. So here we have the break to this at present. So after this record ID, at present we are in particular record account, right? But after that we are open by the in another account record also. That's why here we have to do it by the dynamically this one. We have to doing by the dynamically this one. So how we are going to do the dynamically? I will show you that is. So here also be the this is the written URL now. This is also be the account ID. We have to do it by the dynamically this one also. Okay, let's copy this. Just you can remove the in front of that. First you have to copy this. Now come to the we have to create a list button onto the contact object. Why? Because here we need to display by the related list button, right? Let's come to the contact. So already we know, right, how to create the list button. So come to the buttons links, click on to the new button or link. So it's opening by the link. So here pro list button. This is I'm taking the name. Now here we are taking the list button. Okay. So here we are using for the either URL or JavaScript or Visual Force, right? Now we have to capture to this. Here we can paste it. What we have the capture now. Earlier when we click on to the flow, we have to capture by this URL, copy and paste to the here. And here we have to do it by the dynamic account ID. So here we have to must and should use it to the 18 characters of the account ID. So that's why here we have to use it by the 18 characters. So case field it is written to the case 18 characters ID. See here. Must and should we need to use it by the 18 characters of the record ID. So that's why here we are using the case feed. So here we need to give it by the current page record ID. Now how to get account record ID? Go to the here account object. Here we have to the account ID. So this is the account ID. Dynamically we are fetching. Dynamically we are fetching the account ID. Copy to this. Same we need to give it by the here also. After 2F2, again this one symbol up to percentage symbol. Again this one also with dynamic. This is also be the account record ID. Okay. So this is the by default we can give it by the dynamic helper. By default we have to the single record ID, but now we are giving to the dynamically. Okay, this is the mandatory. Otherwise, it will open to the particular record ID. When we which record we are na, that record ID holding the here. So now here, sorry. So now we have done for this here. This is the link for the open to the flow. So let's save this. So this is the list button, right? So when the list button, we need to go to the in which object related list we need, right? Account related list, right? Go to the here account, page layouts, click on to the account layout. So come to the related list. So at present we don't have the appear this button. Now it will appear by the that to flow button. So now come to the here in the contacts, click on to the gear symbol, setting symbol. So here we have the buttons. Once you click on by default disappear. So columns you can hide it and buttons. So now what we are created the list button will be the appear here. So related list. So we have to the click on OK, click on save. Once done, so refresh by the here. See here it will be the button will appear here related list button. So click on to the here flow button. It's actually redirecting. It will open by the within the page only. So this is the way to we are calling the our flows. So again, click onto this here. Okay, simple way to we can call the flows in the related list button. So what we did here, first we created the one screen flow. After that screen flow, we are created the one action. So one action we are created related list action. This will be the added into the page layout. Then will appear to the here um, flow related list. When we click on to this here generated by the URL, that URL we are captured and pasting the here. So here this is the particular record ID will be the appear by the by default, but we need to do the dynamic, right? So that's purpose while creation of the button we can give it by the case tag with the record ID account ID. Let's back to the here. So here once we have to created quick action and we capture and keep it to the separate in the notepad for our URL. Then come to the contact object. In the contact object, we can create the list button. So go to the contacts, created the one button, list button. Right. In the list button, we are taking the URL and list button type. So pasted the what URL we are captured, but here we need to give it by the dynamic, right? So that's why here we are instead of the record ID. This account record ID we are giving the dynamic. Which record we are open, that record ID automatically holding to the here. So this must be the 18 characters record ID is the mandatory. That's why here we have to take it by the this syntax. Case a field that is it is written to the 18 characters. Then after created by the list button, Again, back to the account object in the related list, we need to add it now. Go to the accounts, go to the page layouts, go to the in which page layout we want to require. In that page layout, we need to add it by the button. Go to the here related list in the contact, right? So click onto the gear symbol, click onto the button here. So this is simple steps to we can able to call the our flow. So finally, we no need to require, right? So no need to require the our quick action button. Let's back to the here. You can delete the this one. No need to require this one. So if you want to keep it both places, keep it by the both places for the this one. If you want no need for the here, you can delete the here. You can delete it the from here. If you want to keep it by the from here and here, some scenarios client will ask you to create the new contact from here and here also, right? So same like here also by the we can keep it by the both places. This is the action button. This is the related list button. Okay. I hope it's clear how it was implemented. It is very useful scenario. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for the more real time scenarios.